しもし、お母さん？うん、元気だよ。新しい友達もできたの。そっちは元気？うん。体には気をつけて
Hello,
ね。
hello. Yes, hello Twitch and
お
hello
母さんのカ
YouTube.
ラカラ
Very
が恋
nice.
しいよ。成績はなんとか大丈夫。二人とも安心して。うん、うん。分かってるから。
Geppo with the double do my dailies, GG. I need to make sure that the other things are not enabled. Disable end state, disable Viva, disable tower, disable Viva again, disable hologram. Okay, very nice.
もしもし、
Okay,
お母さん？
today we'll be reviewing Phoenix's account.
元気だよ。
Uh,
新しい友達もできたの。
as for the dailies,
そっち
right?
は元気？
I'm not too sure if we need to be if
体
we
には
have
気を
enough
つけ
time
てね。
because what's gonna happen, right? Is actually I forgot. New week, new account review, and then
成績は
celebrating
なんとか大丈夫。
now
二人とも安心
birthday
して。
stream after.
分かってるから。
Actually, you all want me to stream from my point of view, or should I just raid now after I'm done with my usual shit, and then I just go offline and y'all watch me from null area? Just refund. You gotta let Stebby know because Stebby handles all the refunding and shit. My choice.
もしもし、お母さん？うん、元気だよ。新しい友達もできたの。
Okay, anyways, let me. So Geppo 1 daily and
体
GW
には気
daily.
をつけてね。お母さんのカラカラが恋しいよ。成績はなんとか大丈夫。二人とも安心して。分かってるから。
So how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone had a great weekend. Pretty much. How am I? Me. Well, I can say for sure that yesterday, for those of you who joined the voice call, you've seen how me and Null had a very, 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 very long Risk of Rain session. Like by long, I mean like really, really long. 2 hours long. What a game, man. Yo, meow. Yes, and also there's also Null's meow. No whimpering. No. Why no one told you to do that into the VC though? I did say that there will be a VC on Sunday. For Nico to learn how to video edit. Please stop doing that, OD cat. OD cat. Okay. So it was more like a Nico voice call editing session, where I teach Nico how to use DaVinci. Then after that, after Nico was done, and then just like, alright, well, time to clear my Gua dailies. And then just nice now joined, and I'm just like, alright now, do you want to play a bit of Risk of Rain? That was the gist of it. Hello, Coco. Please break the one rock. It's okay, we'll be breaking more rocks in the fantasies. Don't worry. Nah. Just clear it like that. All of these don't even make sense. And when Slay the Spire 2? I don't know. When we get to it. Not anytime soon. That's for sure. God Slay the Spire 2 when? I don't know. Not anytime soon. That's for sure. Nico just started his video editing off. I still need to clear my videos. Definitely not anytime soon. Also, everyone, today is Nalrite's birthday. What does that mean? That means, for those of you who haven't wished Nal a happy birthday, quickly go to his channel and wish Nal a happy birthday. Why is everyone starting to type like the name now? What's this? What the frick is going on? I don't know. Chat is becoming Lene. That's what's happening. Also, hello everyone. Hello Zina, hello Monday, hello Y6, hello JW Feet Wonder, hello JW. How's everyone doing today? For those of you who just joined, hopefully everyone's doing great and had a great weekend. All of these don't really matter. Nuke your mocks. Does that mean extra remedial for you? No? You just need to work harder. Is that what what it is? Yeah. Good luck. What's going on over here? Min-maxing time, let's min-max. What is there to min-max? There's nothing to min-max. Denia? Time to farm Memphis again? Absolutely. Time to farm Memphis again. Why am I getting so many liberation? What's this? Well, Hello and good day, guys. Hello, Sidin Neko. How are you doing? Good day? Kind of. Yes. Today I'm working on the got it. Working on Esther's account review still because it's a long account review. Chat is too fluffy right now. You mean chat is too Linné right now? Everyone's trying to be Linné. Chat is Rainbow and Kitten. Traveling so tiring, you feel drained every night. How far are you traveling? We went from one side of the country to another. Wow, quite the distance. Why is Viva Reindeer moving, trying to escape the domain? Because the reindeers are free range, not raised in captivity, and that's why they all want to run away. Or maybe Y6 is just too scary. Free range deers? Exactly. They are used to being free. So smooth as butter? Yes, Kurlova's movesets are smooth like butter. Practicing for the day when Pete Wanted goes for JW. Officiate the wedding for both. Let's go, I6. Officiate the wedding for them. It's gonna be quite the sight to see. After Sound Conch, I guess. What the hell, man? Why is everyone talking in cow emojis? What is this? Because it's Linné rerun, really? It's just because it's Linné's rerun. Y6 Brent and S6 Blind Guy and S3 look with healing bonus Shopkeeper scary. You're being paid by Kuro, I see. The Linné works well with Kurlova when you did first floor and Hazard Zone floor. I mean, first floor is kind of like an easy to bully stage. I guess it's Quite alright. Got your first 3 stars. Let's go! But yeah, Prolova damage is very, very high. That's why she's one of like the goated resonators for endgame clearing. Should I do a bit of Whimpering Waste while waiting for Phoenix to arrive? Maybe I should. The hell's this? Resonators recover additional Ember when they inflict negative status. Gain 50 glacial and spectral damage bonus. Hi, what is this? Freaking yeah. Hiyuki shield. That's a Hiyuki shield. Phoenix from Valorant? No. Phoenix. Fusion Burst shield, where high? Probably the next one. Tired of waiting for Shopkeeper? Think she might not be in the anniversary from 10 character selector. She's kind of goated, right? So I do think she's gonna appear. If she doesn't appear, it's gonna be kind of bricked. Not gonna lie. Actually, no. We use the blind guy and then we maul with the blind guy. Amazing. Diamond bust situation all over again. Yep. It will make you lose your patience. Come on, it's not that far from the 3.3 anniversary. Just a little bit more. Anyways, wrong rotation. You really want Shopkeeper and Cantarella so bad? Just a little bit more. You love the name to S7 Calcharo? Gross. Why is Calcharo here? He was found by Oreno. Thankfully not Cal, but he was still found by Oreno. How do you rotate with this team in Viva? Augusta to Shopkeeper, and then Shopkeeper to Yuno, and then Yuno to Augusta. And then after that you freestyle everything in between. But you must make sure that Augusta you outro from Shopkeeper first. Gotta do the event battle now? Alright, enjoy. Most importantly is after Augusta outro, which is basically the purple sword buff that you will see on Shorekeeper. Make sure that Shorekeeper outros to Yuno or outro back to Augusta, whoever you prefer. But outroing back to Yuno is much better. So Yuno can gain her 5 stacks.
一緒にはやる生命の進歩にただ反響に耳を傾けるの口ずさむ
Oh, you gotta go? Okay, bye bye JW Feet Wanter. You have a good day. Thank you for tuning into the stream.
大丈夫私はここよ毒よ深淵を飲み込みなさいあがきなさい楽しいわアンサンブル生命のシンフォニーカルマス泣き叫び笑いなさい枯れてもなお咲き乱れる
Laggy video with audio load time really slowing down video editing. I mean, it does happen, right? It's device limitation. So you can't. There's nothing much you can do about that. So it's unfortunate.
そばにいてあげる捉えられるかしら沈むのよ
Gato learning video edits? Yes.
高まく愛
Mako's learning how to video edit.
もがきなさい楽しいわ破滅生命のシンフォニー
Havoc resistance. It is time for Zigrika Chuyen then. Zigrika Chuyen. What? You know, got knocked out of skill. Damn. Oh. Missed the. I miss Yuno's heavy. Aye.
一撃で終わる受けてみよ代価を上げよ対のちりを告げる星の歌よニューグ華麗に優雅に楽しませることね私に答えなさい因果を覆す
Very nice. Very easy.
友達は多い方がいいよね美しいハーモニー開演の時間だ
その命もらい受けるこの剣を受けて
任せて
どこまでも行こう
はいや風の意味星に届く日まではい1、2、3
Oh, there's one guy over there.
ご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。
それに刃天命が下った時はまたぬこの剣を受けてみる
Oh my god, this freaking lizard.
任せて。
This freaking lizard interrupted Sigrika.
これだね。はやできちゃうね。忘れないで。ご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。これが運命のアンサンブル。
Yeah, look at this Chacona's logo. AMV cringe? No, not really. Some AMVs are pretty cool. You shouldn't think that AMVs are cringe. Ah, yeah, I did the wrong rotation.
面白いコンチェルトね。リズムに乗ってカル生命のシンフォニー。ただ落ち半球に耳を傾けるのよ。枯れてもなお咲き乱れるわ。終わりにせる。消却入一緒におよ。星の歌。
Some are cool, not all exactly. So Neko, you can make the cool one. And then everyone's gonna be like, wow, City Neko, let's go.
深淵を飲み込みなさい。溢れ出す。もがきなさい。アンサンブル。生命のシンフォニー。完全に無駄に生と死の狭間にすがこれが心。口ずさむ杉し日の臓器を。神聖を授ける。入力。受け取りなさい。
Gen Alpha to turn sped up. Sped up is sped up though. Sped up doesn't have the pitch shift that the Nightcore has.
静かに。友達は多い方がいいよね。
Chirian, what the fuck was that, Chirian? Oh, so GG Chakona, what the hell?
美しいハーモニー。友達はこれが運命のアンサンブル。
それに刃一振りで事足りよこの剣を受けてみる
任せて。
どこまでも行こう
助けて。ほいやできちゃうね。忘れないで。ご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。
Nightcore, good, yes. Very nice. Very good opinion.
もらい受けるこの剣を受けてみる
任せて。
どこまでも
友
行こ
達は多い方がいいよね。星に届く日まで。
What the hell is this? Slow mo right here. Hi. Why is it Havoc resistance again? Annoying Havoc resistance. Death by green chungus blobs. Yep. Beautiful. None of these are like really good for anyone though. Man. Hello, I see. Kuro is so afraid of the monster they created, aka Loba, hence the Havoc resistance. But what about Camellia? Poor Camellia. Forgotten to the side.
これで終わりだ。
What a Camellia. Camellia. Poor Camellia. Forgotten to the side.
破壊入星の歌よ。瞬きは禁止よ。任せたわ。これが私の決意。運命はよかれよ勝利。勝利の方向。
Ow.
これぞ王道の勝利。一撃でフォアマル。セブンヒルズのために。これが心。神聖を授ける。入力。少し遊んであげる。任せたわ。行き先は月が満ちたわ。未来は共に戦おう。代官を上げよ。栄光をセブンヒルズに。戦意をうね。ついにチームを告げる。
Hello Abby, welcome back. How are you doing?
ハクルアドアストラ。
Man, the reindeer, what do you call that? The reindeer electro resistance is actually quite insane.
与えなさい。矢の先を真実に。私に答えなさい。因果を覆す。よかったよ。栄光は不滅。胸を張れ。太陽の輝きに。一撃でフォアマル。
Hello Mako. Oh, let's go. Stop for 2 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
心。
How are you doing today, Mako?
神聖を授ける。入力。瞬きは禁止よ。任せたわ。これが私の決意。
Same old, same old. Nice. Ay. No shield buff. Kinda garbage. Okay. Well, clearly this is not the case. So maybe we need to... Sigrika? Where's Sigrika? Sigrika's up here. Sigrika, Chakona Shuyan, like this. And... maybe Imeth. Monier is too slow. Forgot to do your dailies, GG. Now stream died. Wait, what? So hello Shogeki. Thank you for following. What do you mean now stream died? Electricity died. No, I swear, man. Every time I claim first on now stream, some shit will happen. It's always like that. So it's like the first time I claimed first, now's I think electricity died. Second time it was now's Wi-Fi dying. Now this time round now's electricity died again. Some weird shit's going on. What's this account review you're seeing? Well, very good question. And allow me to demonstrate. This is the review queue. Today we'll be reviewing Phoenix's account in just a bit. I'm just finishing up my Whimpering Waste. And there's a long queue for everyone. So with the bunch of delays and stuff, I think I'll only reopen the review submissions in June. Whimper some more? What the heck? Why 6? Maybe no. What the hell, Abby? Abby.
この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。
I'll only allow it once again per stream, I guess. I don't know. I'll allow the message in a bit. I'm currently having my hands tied with Viva. No, don't allow. No, everyone must see what you sent again. Freaking Gunnar Abby once again. Gunnar Abby strikes once again. You know what? After the secret card so-called Forte fix / Forte nerf, 4K, yeah, It's just as bad as I expected. Anyways, Abby sending sussy emotes once again. Look at this. Abby, how is anyone supposed to defend you? Number one Gunner.
変身するわ。正直に殺し合いの始まりだ。暗闇を打ち破る。砕け散って捕まえろこの身を。サプライズだよ。安全運転でよろしくね。もっと賑やかに。ジャンプ。私投げるわ。これでフィナーレ。撃って5万の承認。星の海よ。陸上を焼いて。英雄譚の幕開けよ。ビームカノンファイヤー。コンバージェンスバランス。
You stay there at number 6. You want to get top 5? I think so. I think Abby is trying his best to get to top 5. Gooning streak of around 400 days. What the heck? I kind of made the rotation a little bit too long here. Yep. The fast rotation slow here. Rotation messed up, GG. How much gooning is too much gooning? Very good question. I think there's too much gooning if it's affecting your daily life. That's what. What are these placements of the birds? Absolutely disgusting right here. Measure in milliliters. Did I not miss all the crit from her heavy over there? What the heck?
おやし勝利を追い求めて輝きつや集まれこれでフィナーレ撃ってコマンド承認サプライズだよバーンビビってるのか安全運転でよろしくねもっと賑やかにスプラッシュ小さくしたいか回って悪星の海よ人を焼いてプロジェクト飛んで断りよ宇宙に風をリミッターオフ今こそ救済の時
Ay, ay, ay. No crit moment.
殺し合いの始まりだ濁流を払いのける悪は打ち倒す旅立ちの時間吠えろ希望の炎見ててねその輝きを英雄たる幕開けよビームキャノンファイヤーほっけねえなよろしくねもっと賑やかに
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with like this kind of 10k nonsense when this is not even. I think maybe Shisa might be better. But then we don't have the fusion burst this time around. How to trigger Lupa's special intro? Basically, for Lupa's special intro, it works kind of like Shopkeeper. You want to cycle through 2 intros from your other resonators before your 3rd intro going back to Lupa. So to quickly demonstrate, I'll be using very fast concerto resonators just to demonstrate. Yes, we can go to Groundless. Ay, Lupa. Lupa no energy. Okay, never mind. We demonstrated on a weak hologram boss. Okay, so for Lupa, after you use her ult, you make sure to do all her stuff first. And then this thing. And then so basically that's the first intro. Then the second intro. And then the third intro. And that's how you do Lupa's special intro. That's it. It's similar to how you do your Shopkeeper special intro. Now, who was my teammates? I think it was like Luke, Moni, and Sigrika. Are there side effects? What do you mean side effects? Just remember the eye effect. What? Does it expire Lupa's special intro? Yes. Like Shopkeeper, the special intro, if you don't get to Lupa's intro after a set amount of time, she will not do her special intro. If that's what you're asking.
ちょうどいいね。
友達は多い方がいいよね。 中制御開始。一斉射撃。実行。録音。分析完了。
Sometimes you miss it with Lupa, Bren, and Galbrenna. That means your rotation is too long. And therefore you will really need to quick swap. Because number one, Bren, if you're not doing any quick swaps with Bren, then Bren's own field time is quite long already. Same for Galbrenna. So if you really want to get Lupa's special intro, you gotta squeeze in some quick swaps here and there. Individually, Bren and Galbrenna's rotation can be a little bit long. Okay, and we are done with my main account dailies. So it's time to do Phoenix's account review. And before we start Phoenix's account review, hola YouTube, Y6 is way too quick. I haven't even started. What rating will this account get? Peak plus, good mid, brick. 1 minute, start prediction. Finally got all-star in Whippering base after you got 4,000 previous one. Nice, let's go. Ay. Europe server. Okay. We are spawning in to a tested field. Amazing. What is this team? Changli and Carthethia. Interesting.
今こうしてここにいることが
Anyways, I have no idea what to say, so let's jump right in. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Google account review. Today we are reviewing Phoenix's account. Let's see, first things first. How many days? 608 days. Alright. Not bad at all. 608 days. When did you start? What is your gallery? 43 out of 46. Oh, wow. There's a lot of resonators.
ここにいたんだ
What is BS1?
みんなと一緒にいたい
Day 1 player.
これからも
Day 1 player missing some 80-ish days. Alright, still pretty good. Oh, BA1. I'm like BS1, like bro. What? Okay, here's your BA1. There, Gapple. You satisfied yet? You satisfied with your BS1? Slow in rotation, even if all your characters is 70 crit rate, 270 crit damage, all your okay, still shoot. I mean, For Lupa, you do kind of want the what do you call that? For Lupa, you do kind of want to make sure that she gets a special intro like within 30 seconds after she uses her ult. So you have to find a way, either using another teammate that has fast rotation, or you need to squeeze in your quick swaps. Alright. Well, let's jump right in and see what this Shangli has in store. 2.4k attack, close to 2.5, okay. 121 energy, that's great. Crit rate is good, and crit damage, probably a bunch of low rolls. Resonance skill of 29.2, and liberation of 15.7. Not bad. Emerald of Genesis. S0. S0 Emerald of Genesis, level 10, all skills. Okay. 3, 5. Low rolling the 12.6. Technical 4-5. Technical 4-5 with the liberation. Technical 4-5 as well. Another low roll on the crit damage. And technical 4-5 with the flat attack. Yeah. Quote unquote low rolls. It is. T1. And mid roll. And 2. Mid roll. We have only 2 decent crit damages at 17.4. So this is lowest roll, and mid roll. I guess 17.4 is like more towards middle high rather than high roll. So yeah, it's just low rolling crit damages. For I guess the attack makes sense because you're using one attack percentage, because you do have Lupa with 43 or 46. So yeah, I mean, this Shangli is more towards min-maxing already. For example, if you do want to get better stats on this one, lowest roll, and kind of low roll resonance skill as well. Maybe this one as well, lowest roll, mid-low roll, and low roll on liberation. Only the attack is kind of decent. Maybe this as well. Flat attack is nice, but not a must. Not a stat that really influences by a lot. If let's say you have an attack percentage ongoing here, then this would be like perfectly acceptable. This run right now is just more like, okay. It's just more okay. So Changli, starting off with a pretty decent Changli. And therefore, this Changli, 5 points. Moving on to Karthethia. Good HP, above 50k. Energy, great. Crit rate, great. Crit damage, low rolling again. Basic of 17.3 and liberation of 7.9. Not a lot of basic, not a lot of liberation either. Dip Firestone, S2, R1. Okay. S2 Enjoyer, I see. Level 10 all skills. Okay, 4-5. A deal with the devil, yes. 3-5. I think this one's more worthwhile to replace compared to this one. This one is also 3-5. 4-5. And a technical 5-5 with a bunch of low rolls. Okay, so 13.8, 13.8, 15, 15, 15. Well, all the crit damage are below the what do you call that? The 16.2, I guess the median. So all of these roles are like functional, but this is more towards up to you whether you wanna whether you wanna improve your echoes, which is very min-maxing already. Speaking of which, what is your tuner situation? No, I don't want to do that. 800 tuners and 200 gold tubes with a lot of We have a lot of spares over here. Do you plan on deleting them, or are you keeping them as your, what do you call that? Your wall of shame pieces. Yes, this is the wall of shame. Lowest roll, lowest roll. Another wall of shame right here. Highest roll crit damage, but no crit rate. Lowest roll, lowest roll. I guess this is like for Chikona. Like these two are probably for Chikona. Interesting. Yeah, but honestly for Karthethia, this is really up to you whether you want to min-max or not, right? For example, if you want to get better crit damage stats, more basic, more liberation, HP, you can just keep it above like 50k. So this right now, it's a maybe you could replace this. Let me see, do you even have a spare one? No, you don't. Hello, Spiky. Transducers will save those high rolls. Where? Where are the high rolls? Nico, where? I don't see no high rolls. But okay. I guess if you really want to min-max, maybe this one is technically 5-5, but all are low rolling, so might be a good idea to replace that if everything's low rolling. This one's a maybe as well. This one is also a maybe as well. This one not as worth until you roll, like you roll god rolls on all these previous ones, and you're just like, alright, I can replace the energy and the basic here for maybe like higher double crits, slightly lower basic, slightly lower energy. But you need to make sure that her energy is around 116 to 120 as you're rerolling those echoes. 21% crit damage? No, silly Nico. I see you've fallen into the trap. The 21% is not on Windward Pilgrimage. It's actually in Castle of Welkin. This is the Chikona set. Ah, Castle of Welkin. Alright, anyways, Karthethia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points Karthethia. Technically, you do have a 1 effective 5-5, so therefore, plus 1 effective 5-5 for Karthethia as well. Alright. Verena. Verena with 240% energy regen, so that's more than enough. Do you have that? Okay, S4. Yeah, amazing. S4 variation at R4 as well. No, I don't want to upgrade that. You have another variation at R5, another R1 variation for Baizhi. Lots of variations. Okay, pretty good. So yeah, with more than 230% energy regen, don't really need to do anything. This Verena definitely has enough energy for our every rotation with S2. Lucky account, lucky with Verena. And variation, I guess. But here comes the but. This energy, not enough. Luke has totally bricked energy. Attack. I think attack is kind of low. Crit rate is great. Crit damage is low rolling as well. Basic of 28.1. Okay. Pulsation Bracer. Pulsation Bracer. I mean, Pulsation... Wait a minute. Pulsation Bracer by your attack is still barely making it. Luke is not getting much love, I see. So it's S0 Pulsation Bracer. Yep, this Luke doesn't have much love. Level 10 the Forte Circuit, level 10 the Liberation first. After that, you may want to level 10 the skill and then normal attack, as well as unlock these nodes. For Luke, no, not High Evasion main slot. Luke wants the is this correct one? Yes, Look wants this Nebulous Cannon as the main slot. And therefore, -1 question mark because wrong look echo. Anyways, this one's great, 4-5. This one kind of bricked. Change this to an attack percentage. For the main stat, attack percentage 3 cost. 1 attack, 1 spectral actually deals a bit more damage. This one you need the crit damage over here. Change this one as well. This one's fine, but you do need the energy, 3-5, and this one's fine, 3-5. So I do think you want to keep these two, and then after that, reroll this one, attack percentage, get your double crit, get energy, and then this one, get your double crit, get energy. Look wants around 122 to 130% energy. Otherwise, you're never getting his ult every rotation, which does kind of break his damage. So there's that. Alright, look is... What's look? 3 points look. 3 points look with a -1 on the energy, and then a separate counter for -1 for look. Wrong echo main slot. Moving on to Imeth. No more Niang. Doesn't have children. Yeah, no children. No money. Unless... Okay. Well, I don't see a money at the bottom, so... No money. Sigrika? No Sigrika either. No Sigrika, no money, no children. This entire row is missing. You won your 50-50 on Linne. Ooh, nice. Alright, so for Imeth, I don't think this energy regen is enough. You kind of do want one more energy roll, and that is even with her so-called premium rupture team, which is with Morne and Linne, aka the wheelchair team. Currently, this is kind of not enough energy, so you do want a little bit more. Attack is on the low side unless you're maybe going double fusion. Crit rate is fine, crit damage is pretty good. Liberation of... okay, well, 0. Not a single liberation roll. Damn, okay. Ever Bright Polestar S2 R1. Okay, S2 R1. Yeah, sure. 10, 10, 10, 10. Alright, nice. 3 cost energy will save this build. Ha! For Imeth, Denia, Chisa, what energy would I recommend for Imeth? I have no idea. But I do think around 120% should usually be the safe spot. If you can quick swap even lower at maybe 110, 116 perhaps. But without Denia, it's hard to test because we have no idea. We can only roughly guess how much, which I'm guessing should be around 120. Like 116 to 120. Okay, 2-5. This is fine for a brick build. You did say that because okay, the reason why I say Phoenix is fine, right? Because he's been busy, as he mentioned, he's been very busy. So it's because he's been busy. That's why I say it's fine. But it has a lot more room for improvement. Like For example, get your attack percentages, get your liberation. So you do want to refarm this. This one, okay, 3-5. Double fusion, no, you kind of don't want double fusion. One attack, one fusion is better for Imeth. So we'll talk about that later. 3-5. Technical 3-5, not really. You could reroll this as well. Technical 4-5. That's your singular energy roll, and technical 4-5. So 1-2-5 gonna be fine. Oh, I'm pretty sure 1-2-5 is way more than enough to fit Imeth in any team of your choice. Even if you like to play a super brick team, like for example, Imeth, Xiang Liao, and Changli, for whatever reasons, like if you just want to look cool doing some quick swaps. Okay, well, so for this one, busy? You have a family with 2 kids and run 3 companies. Damn, Mako running 3 companies. Holy shit. Holy shit. Mako is rich. Make sure all your echoes are taken care of, no excuses. I guess some people are like working the lower, what do you call it? The lower rung jobs, or what do you call it? Blue collar, white collar, I have no idea whatever the color distinctions are, but like they are like, I guess, physical labor kind of jobs. I don't think that shit is easy to do. And maybe if Phoenix is one of those, goes home feeling tired and shit the whole day, and he kind of just plays a bit and knocks out. maybe, you know. $130 is minimum for smooth rotation, not for Imeth. $130 is for people like Augusta, Luke. You know. But for certain other resonators, 120 is enough. Yeah, Mako has 3 wives, 17 kinds, 3 companies, and 4 day jobs. He's a typical casual player. Yeah, anyways, Phoenix, for you, you want to rework your Sigillum. I think you can reroll the Glomorph as well, since your Chrono Claw is better. Change this fusion to an attack percentage 3 cost. Rework this one, cause it's missing attack percentage, missing liberation. Try to get energy as well. And this one is, if you have more than enough energy, so let's say your Sigillum rolls a double crit and energy and liberation or attack percentage. Like when you're trying for double crit plus attack percentage or liberation and you do get energy on top of it. As well as this one, when you're changing to an attack percentage, or maybe this one, you have more than enough energy, then that is when you can look into this as well. So it depends on on the echoes that you reroll after that as well. So Imeth, no, I don't think we give points for this one. This one's technically 3. I mean 1 point because of the 3-5. Not you. 3 another 3, technical 4-5 actually. So 2 points and 3 points. Yeah. So Imeth did 3 points. 3 points, Imeth. -1 for the energy. He got bad rolls for that first kid. Turns out he tried 16 times more after GG. What is this? Nico's grandpa has 3 wives and 17 kids with 51 grandchildren. What the heck? Nico's number 46. Interesting. That's a lot of grandchildren. Wow. Hello, Pans. How are you doing? Alright. Linny. 2.2k attack. Fine. Energy. Should be quite enough. Yeah, actually it's quite enough for the energy. Crit rate of 73, so that's great. Crit damage is missing 1 roll. Basic 18.7. Okay. Spectrum Blaster. F0R1. Level 10 Forte, level 10 Liberation. Sure. Maybe you do want a level 5 or even level 6 these intro and normal. They are kind of free. The resonance skill is up to you if you want to level 10 that one. Okay, Hyvatia, technical 4-5. Ha! 5-5 for sub DPS. Why is this 5-5 not on DPS? Thank you for the water. Technical 4-5, missing the crit damage. Technical 4-5 and 3-5. Hello Zenisper, how are you doing? I do think Linne is more or less Verity, unless you want to min-max for the crit damage, which is going to be difficult because your crit rate is already 10.5. Zenny's not even here. That's the wrong Zenny. Why Transgressor and Heretic? That's the wrong Zenny. Anyways, as I was saying, if you do want to replace this one, it's going to be difficult because your 10.5 crit rate is quite high, and so is your basic and energy. So this one's really up to you if you really want that crit damage. And if you don't, because you have 800 tuners, it's not a lot to min-max with. Maybe if you want to pull for Hiyuki or even Denia, you probably won't be reworking the Iron Hoop anytime soon. So yeah, honestly though, I think Linne's pretty decent already. So this Linne, sure. This would be a +1 decent Linne. Is Ralph trying to get a better echo than that after getting Hyro crit? It is. It really is. I want to curse, scare me. I see. You're good just watching stream and doing chores on the side. Chores? 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 I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Well, good luck with your chores, I guess. You have many high roll crit echoes that just don't have crit damage rolls. Yeah, no, those are very tilting echoes. The scam bait echoes that makes you be like, what if I get a crit damage? Nope. What if I get a crit damage? Nope. What if I get a crit damage this time round? Third time's a charm, right? Nope. Freaking getting shit on by Kuro's RNG every time. 4-5 echoes that have everything that you need except the crit damage roll. Exactly. Absolutely fucking shit roll by Kuro. Okay. Chisa. The attack is kind of low. It's just barely there. Energy, if you can rotate with this energy is fine. But I guess Chisa is one of those who you kind of want to be around 125 to 130 unless you're quick swapping. Crit rate is great, crit damage is great. Liberation is 21, okay. Heh. Ages of Harvest. Jinxi's decommissioned, I guess, if you're using Ages of Harvest on Chisa. S0 Ages of Harvest, level 10, 10, 10, 10, okay. If we normalize Echo crit rate to 7.5, and for every point reduced, add ×2. What's the crit damage number I consider a great Echo? Crit damage number that I consider a great Echo? Honestly, as long as it's above like 16.2 for crit damage, I think it's decent already. Because what you see, right, for most Echo rolling, you're always seeing a 15 crit damage. Realistically, but if you're one of those super unlucky min rollers, you're gonna see 12.6 and 13.8 more often than you like it to be. And your Sigrika got shit on like that twice. Cursed. Curse RNG. So yeah, that's why honestly for me, if I get echoes with like above 16.2 crit damage, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's pretty decent already. 15 crit damage is like, alright, it's acceptable, but if like the rolls are kind of shit after that, I won't really bother. Consider 15 crit damage to be more worth to keep rolling. Fair enough. 7.5 crit rate, do I... for crit rate, I always want more, right? But I think for crit rate, 7.5 is a good amount to go with. At the end of the day, for me, when I build Resonators, I want to see my crit rate hit around 70% at the final, with the final buff and everything. So for example, like Zenny, kind of do want 50% crit rate. So if Eternal Radiance, I do get 70% crit rate. And that's why I consider a pretty okay, not so crit fish already kind of build. So it's like, for example, if I have one Echo with 6.3, but another Echo at like maybe 10.5, then that's where I'll be like, alright, this is fine. The overall build is fine. But let's say everything is 6.3 and my crit rate turns out to be something very bricked at 65%. Yeah, I'm definitely, if I can, I'm definitely rolling for more crit rate. Mid account carry by number of resonators? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Lustrous Razor, good alternative on Chisa. Just for support buffs and not damage. Lustrous Razor is a good alternative on Chisa if you're just looking to get her out every rotation. Like if you don't mind Chisa not doing damage at all. But I can tell you that Chisa's doing a good amount of damage from her Liberation and Forte, like about 100k each. So it's, I guess it really depends on if you want to pursue for more damage on Chisa, or if you are just like, okay, whatever, Chisa's not so important in dealing damage, I'm gonna leave all the damage dealing stuff to my DPS. It's really up to your gameplay. Difference is, for Lustrous Razor gives you that energy, right? So you can be less stringent in building your echoes in terms of energy while trying to reach the energy threshold that you can comfortably work with for Chisa. For example, if you're doing quite a bit of quick swaps with Chisa, 120% should be enough. If you're not doing any quick swaps with Chisa, then you kind of want around 130%. So once again, energy is very, very dependent on playstyle. So this is 3-5, 4-5, alright. 3-5, 3-5, and 3-5. 1 attack, 2 attack. Okay, so this is... Yeah, right. So this is just 2 attacks. 2 liberation, but they are high. Is 100% energy regen good? If you are Makor, who can work with 100% energy Karthethia, by all means go ahead. If you are not as goated as Makor, it's absolutely bricked for Karthethia. Right, Gapple? Exactly why it really depends on your playstyle and how goated you are at knowing your resonators. See? If you're like some super god quick swapper and you know your shit, okay, sure. Okay, I mean Chisa's somewhat there already. Because she's using Agents of Harvest, I guess that's why the attack seems low. Energy really depends if you are hitting that energy or not. But I do think this Shisa's build is overall quite decent already. So this is +1 decent Shisa. Don't think you really want to change anything on Shisa. Yeah, you don't. And I wouldn't recommend it either with your 800-ish tuners. That is definitely not enough for your big cast of resonators. What is this? What do you mean you can do 2.5 plus 0.05 Nightfall? What is a 2.55 Nightfall? Gabriel can do 2.5 Nightfall. I mean, that's an improvement from 2 Nightfalls. Hit that 3 Nightfall. You can do 5 Nightfall. You don't have Zenny Phoebe. Very interesting, Abby. You can do 5 Nightfalls in your dreams. Is that what you're saying? 3 Nightfall happens once in a blue moon. What do you mean? If 3 Nightfall happens once in a blue moon, shouldn't that be like averaged out to 2.33 Nightfalls instead? I don't understand. Is this something sus again from Abby? You know, with Abby, you can never be... you can never be too sure. Abby is always super sus. My goodness. Alright. When it's been Abby has the 10% chance of being normal. 10% chance. Okay, Galbrena 2.1. 2.1k attack is kinda low with a signature. Energy is great. Unless you're actually using static miss, which I hope you're not. Crit rate is okay. Crit damage is okay. Heavy 27.4. Okay. Not bad. Lux and Umbra S0. R1. Level 10 normal, 48 liberation. Okay, sure. Hiya, what is this? This is a brick Kurosaurus. But whatever, fine. 225, replace this one for sure. Galbrena critting every coin flip. No. The reason why I say this is fine, 57, is because, right, her own set does give her plus 20%. So you see this? 20% increased heavy crit rate. And then dealing heavy, increased echo skill crit rate by 20%. So technically it would be 77 for Galbrena. And therefore it's quite okay. Of course, if let's say it was on, well, Chisa, then yes, that's not okay. So that's also why the echo set does matter, right? When you're building your character. Like, you could be like, okay, since this echo set is giving me plus 20% crit to work with, I could perhaps miss a little bit of crit rate here to go for even more stats on my crit damage, attack percentage, things like that. Anyways, this this one reroll 2-5. This one low roll 3-5. You don't need that much energy, so it is an effective 2-5 as well. Galbrena only needs around 120%. This one is fine. You don't need that much crit rate to work with. I mean, crit rate is nice, but I do think this is a pretty nice 4-5 already. Keep this one. 4-5, nice. And 3-5, nice. The energy matters a little more for... Yes, you only need around 120% energy for Galbrena. 130 is too much. Which Phoenix here has kind of too much energy right here at 132. So this one is essentially an effective 2-5. So keep, replace and replace. So therefore, 3 points Galbrena with very low attack. Yeah, only 1 attack percentage roll. That's fine. This Galbrena's functional. 3 points Galbrena. For you to get 300% crit damage on Galbrana, on the crit rate build, your crit damage has to be higher rolls, right? So let's say that if Phoenix get like 15% across the board, so it will be an additional 2.4, 4.8, and 7.2. So if 7.2, then it will be 295, which is still below 300%. So for you to hit 300% crit damage on Galbrana is not going to be easy. You have more attack Galbrana. You have more attack on Galbrana with 4-star weapon. Yeah, because they don't have much attack rolls here. Only one. Which is, well, it makes her functional, but not the best. Hello Stabby, how are you doing? How's your headache? Did you get a good sleep? Get a good nap? Why does your 125 feel low for Changli? Probably because it's mobile problems. 125 is actually enough for Changli if you do quick swap, but obviously mobile not easy to do quick swap. That's for sure. 3-hour nap from 6 PM. Not good. Not good? Oh, you need more sleep. Okay, you know what in the world is this attack? This attack is completely gone. Energy 120 is not enough for sub DPS rotation. It's enough for DPS, but with this attack, I don't think you're doing any form of DPS. 72% crit rate is alright. 257 is missing 1 crit damage. Liberation of 17.3. Well, I think this Yuno's kinda bricked. Even Yuno's kicking the stats. Look at this chat, look at this. Abby is once again sending this freaking sussy emote right here. See chat, see? Aiya, Abby. Exposed in 4K. Caught lacking? Exactly. Abby caught lacking. Pin it for shame. Aha, stoner. Wait, really? Wouldn't Rococo be on stoner be better? You know to use Abyss Surges? Honestly, I just make the Mr. Dwagown. Okay, I have a new nickname apparently, Dwagown. How long I stream for? What do you mean how long I stream for? I'm streaming for as long as until I finish up the Wuwa account review and the dailies, which is going to be like another at least gonna be another hour and a half or two, because this account is quite big. Yeah. Dwagown. If Xianglia is still being used, is alright out. Yeah, if Xianglia is being used, okay, if you're not using Xianglia, then honestly just make a swap like that. Much better. But if Xianglia is still being used, honestly I will go with Abyss Surges, you know. Rococo can go on to the Stoner instead. Let me see. This is spoilers, but we need to see. Yeah, Rococo needs the Stoner. She doesn't have enough crit rate. Unless you're willing to invest a bit more. And spoiler number 2. We take a look at End State Matrix. What the Why? What is these? Why do you reset? How am I supposed to tell anything? Bro. Oh my god. What the fuck, man? Hi, what is this shit, bro? Bro, clear history. Yeah. It's just like, oh, you wanna see my end state matrix? Nuh-uh. You ain't seeing shit. You're gonna figure it out yourself. Hell nah, man. Check cycle rewatch Wish 2 undone. It's probably the 11 million echo damage because they don't have Sigrika and the clear 2 bosses. Yeah, the 2 teams that defeat 2 rounds. After round 2 is not really after round 2. It's from round 2 onwards. Bro cleared the equivalent of his search history exactly. So break, I don't know, man. This account should be able to do because they did, like, Phoenix did get all the rewards here, right? Including the 58k. Fuck moment, yeah, exactly. Oh well. I'm gonna take your things at face value, and I'm just gonna say that you're using Yuno as a sub DPS in this case, and Xiang Liao will be having his own weapon. And if that's the case, you do want 130% energy on Yuno, so that she can do a sub DPS rotation properly, which is just to skill into liberation, and then you do 3 attacks in her new mood state, basically when she's shooting with her bow flying around, and then after that the double skill and into the heavy attack. That's her sub DPS rotation, which will require you to have 130% energy, so that's important. Anyway, Stone Nerd at 0k, level 10, mostly everything. Alright, 3-5, 4-5, okay. Technical 4-5, missing the crit damage. This one definitely replace. This one also definitely replace. How much liberation? Not a lot of liberation either. This liberation is at 17.3. So, not really a lot. Yeah. So I think for Yuno, just get her energy. So probably I think replace this one, get the energy roll, and call it a day for her sub DPS. Only time where you really truly want to min-max her for damage is when you do get her own signature, which will really buff her damage by a lot more. And that's when it's justifiable to build her as like a damage dealer. Otherwise, just stick to sub DPS, 130, good enough. Moonlit Yuno works with Augusta for quick matrix use, yes. Assuming your Yuno doesn't have her signature, and like her echo stats are absolutely bricked, then you can consider using Moonlit. Because Moonlit is like the, what do you even call it? the go-to for literally every sub DPS. Unless there's like a specific better one. Yeah, it's also the cheapest option because Moonlit can be as bricked as you need it to be, right? For example, if like in my 5k Jinxie run, I literally just used a +0 Moonlit on Yuanwu and call it a day. Well, of course, I mean, I guess for Yuno, you still do want the 130% energy, so ensure that you do get it. Maybe perhaps just go for 1 energy 3 cost, level that up. The rest can be +0. Like it can be just that bricked. Okay, so in terms of sub DPS, I don't think I can give the point to Yuno here either. Not enough energy. And therefore we move on to Augusta. Augusta, 2.6k attack. Okay, nice. But the energy completely bricked. Hello Remy, how you doing? Crit rate and crit damage is fine. Wait, this is very high crit rate. Verdant Summit. Verdant Summit. Okay, well. Heavy of non-existent heavy. So this is functional Augusta. GS weapon all over again. Exactly, GS weapon all over again. Okay, so Verdant Summit, S0. You need Chisa's weapon. Chisa's weapon. Never mind, just retire Jian. You don't need Chisa's weapon. It's a propaganda. No, I'm kidding. Just get Chisa's weapon, so that you can do more damage. Chisa's weapon to buff. It's not like no, honestly, Chisa's weapon is not as important, but it's more of a nice to have kind of thing. Okay, so this one, yeah, level 10, everything nice. Crit rate, ooh, beautiful 5/5 right here. And unfortunately, this is your only beautiful piece because I'm pretty sure everything else is gonna be bricked with no heavy. So 5/5. Okay, 3/5 energy. Technical 4/5. Low roll crit damage. Technical 4/5 and 3/5. Honestly, deal crazy damage if you manage to get max crit rate on every Echo or Chisa. I wouldn't say crazy damage. Probably just like 200k from 100k each from Liberation and Forte. That's about it. Okay, anyways, Augusta. Very, very important for Augusta. You need energy. You need heavy. So despite the pretty decent attack percentage rolls, like here, here. Oh wait, you're using attack percentage here? Not really. I think you do want... Wait. Tian's weapon. Attribute damage bonus. Okay, maybe. Don't even remember when you slept. How long have you not slept for? You're so close to maxing Spectral Rover skill. Nice. Are we gonna see DPS Spectral Rover soon? Okay. I think honestly, what you do want to focus on is getting Augusta to 130 energy if you're doing hyper carry rotation. If you're not doing hyper carry rotation, this amount of energy should be enough. But that means you're going to be quick swapping with Augusta. And with a brick, you know, it actually makes more sense for you to be quick swapping with Augusta. But that's only if you know how to. If you don't, it's gonna break your entire rotation too. So this, once again, the energy depends on your playstyle. Now say he liked it because it was stupid. Nice. Just need a bit more sword bats. You're glad he liked, he's gonna eat your wave plates. And you're glad he likes it. I mean, it's pretty good already, right? For something that's like very impromptu. So yeah, well done on that, Gapple. Heretic is here. Quickly spam Heretic. Anyways, Danny, are you streaming later? Augusta with Mortefi, how much energy should be enough? 120 is really nice. 110 is if you really know how to do your quick swaps with Augusta and Mortefi in between.
Heretic, transgressor. Embrace your end, the fallen. Heretic. Lord your demise. Heretic.
Yeah, so 110 is only if you really know how to quick swap, right? Into getting the Forte, the second Forte out before like your ult comes back. Because generally 120% is much nicer. But I've actually worked with 100% energy regen Augusta before, Augusta Mortefi. And it will work. Not the best idea, but it will work if you're able to get the second Griffin out before her normal ult comes back. But that requires heavy quick swapping. So not a good idea, but it does work. You get what I mean? Okay, so anyways, Augusta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, yes, 5 points. So functional Augusta, 5 points. Functional Augusta. +1 for the effective 5/5 on Augusta as well. Wait, is it effective or is it just 5/5? It's effective 5/5. Effective 5/5 Augusta. And that's about it. Chikuna sucks. She keeps missing her attacks. Huh? How much heavy? No, the heavy is just 8.6. That's why it's functional. Functional Augusta. Reason why this is 2.6 is because it's 1 electro 1 attack with Jian's weapon. So this is heavy 8.6. Even lower than yours. What the hell, Gappo? Yeah, so then anyways, this Augusta is functional. Yet more heavy. If you plan on getting her signature eventually, then you kind of do want a second electro damage bonus instead of attack percentage on the 3 costs. Yeah. Alright, moving on to Frolova. Frolova, 2.2k attack, okay. Crit rate 94 on field, great. 273, okay, not bad. Resonance skill of... Not a lot of resonance skill. Phoenix might just be a niche damage bonus hater. Because what the hell, man? Why are your niche bonuses on like these resonators all gone? Lithium Elegy, so S0 R1, level 10 everything, nice. Found out today you can buy more than 1 light sub at a time. Well, better late than never. Okay, 3-5. No, we don't. Okay, so here's the thing about Frolova, right? Her basic is highlighted doesn't mean there's an effective stat. It's the same for Sigrika and Changli. They have some weird other stats that are highlighted. For example, I think Sigrika basic is also highlighted in Europe, but she doesn't use basic. It's the same for Frolova. Frolova only skills of double crit, attack percentage, resonance skill, and flat attack. So basic here is not counted, and therefore this is 2-5. 3-5, 3-5, and 3-5. I do think this one's okay because highest crit damage roll, keep. This one you can keep. This one's fine. This one is low rolling everything. Maybe you do want to min-max this one. This one, however, definitely reroll this one because this one is just effective 2-5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points for Frolova. On to Lupa. Lupa 120% energy, great. This is pretty decent. Wait, no, this is probably 1 attack, 1 fusion. I mean, it's on the dot, so it's decent. Crit rate is okay. Crit damage is okay as well. Pretty alright. 33.7% liberation. So here's where the niche bonuses on the sub DPSs are okay. But the niche damage bonuses on the main DPSs are not okay. What the hell? S0 R1. Level 10 everything. Okay, nice. Okay. 4-5. 4-5. 3-5. 3-5. And 3-5. Yeah, alright. I would say that this Lupa quite okay. You don't really need to change anything unless you want to min-max for more stats. But with your 800 tuners, I don't think so. So I think this Lupa build is essentially finalized. Quite decent. So this is +1 for decent Lupa. +1, decent Lupa. How much tuners does this person have? 800. Only 800.
あなたに預けよう。
Why you're laughing? Hello, Phoenix. You're here. 800, that's not no, that's not a lot. With the amount of resonators Phoenix has and the amount of like min-maxing that he can do. 800, yeah, right. Totally not enough. Sorry for being late. No problem, Phoenix, no problem. He has more than me. Hey! Don't expose my tuners like that, Stabby. God damn it, Stabby. Anyways, 2.2k for Chakona. I think this is 1 attack, 1 arrow. Okay. I do think double arrow for Chakona is actually better. Energy, though, not enough. Chakona 130% energy. Crit rate, great. Crit damage, alright. Heavy of 0, Liberation of 18.7. Woodland area. S0, R1. You only remember breaking my 100 tuners. What do you mean 100 tuners? You don't remember how much I have left. I think if you break my 100 tuners, I probably don't even have much left. Please don't enhance for now, because I'm actually saving up for Yuki. Yeah, I need to save up for Yuki already. Okay, so level 10 Forte, Liberation, and normal. Sure. You get some tea? Hold on. Alright. I guess while we wait for Phoenix, we shall do some Chakona concert, yeah? Ta ta la ta ta la ta 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 la ta ra ta ra ta ta la ta ta la ta 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 ra ta ra ta ta la ta ta la ta 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 ra ta ra ta ra ta ta la ta ta la ta 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 ra ta ra ha ta ta ra ta ra ha. Oh, Phoenix is back. Okay, concert over. No tea for you. Hey, we are waiting for you. We are just doing concert while waiting for you. Alright. I mean, since you don't want tea, let's continue. Technical 4-5, 3-5, missing crit damage, attack percentage. I mean, this is your energy roll though. You probably do want to keep this. This is just 2-5. Definitely reroll that for energy. You need 130% energy. And technical 4-5. So I think you roll this one for energy first and see if this actually fixes your Chakona energy issue. I do highly believe you're still gonna need a bit more energy at 130% because that is the sweet spot for Chakona. And if that does happen, then it's unfortunate, but that means you will need to rework on 12.6, 6.9 versus 15, 6.9, 10.1, or... I think it would be between these two first for the energy roll. I don't think you want to rework on this one unless you're confident in getting double crit and energy at the base minimum for this Hurry Claw. And if you do replace this one, use double arrow instead. You have to use her skill off cooldown to compensate. Yeah, so 130% is much nicer, right? Actually, Phoenix, how good are you in terms of quick swapping? You just joined the stream and got blessed by a godly voice? No. It's Brick Chakona singing. Oh shit, LF1. Yes, LF1. LF1's in the YouTube chat. Thank you for the water, Diddy. Now let's sit. Beginner to medium. So I think you can do some light quick swapping, right? Then, okay, I guess your Augusta should be fine. Your Augusta, that means your Augusta energy here should be fine. You shouldn't have issues, right? Because you can do one enhanced quick swap. Yeah, okay. And that's good enough. As for Chakona, yeah, for Chakona, you really do want that 130% energy. Otherwise, it's gonna be kind of messy with a rotation. Not gonna lie. Actually,
神様なら未来を予言できる
so
かもしれ
yeah,
ないけど、
we work on
明
this
日はど
one,
ん
get
な
the
歌が奏でられるのか
energy.
まではわからないはずさ。
This one is a maybe if you want to double crit and higher energy. And if you still need more energy, then probably you have to get from either this one or this one already. Moving on to Zenny. Okay. Zenny has quite a high attack. Energy. This energy is only doable if you're quick swapping. If you're not, then you face issues with the ult. Crit rate is great. Crit damage is great as well. Blazing Justice. Okay. AV of 19.5. 19.5 is not a lot of heavy on Zenny. You kind of do want like 30% base before you get the Capitanus out on field for Zenny. S1. Okay, S1. So recently we've noticed this interesting thing about S1, right? Is that S1 is... For S1, you still want to use double spectral unless your 3 costs with attack percentage somehow outperforms the other by just having a heavy roll. So we'll take a look at that. Level 10 all skills. Aye. This one's bricked as hell. Replace this one. I know it's 10.5, but no. No, get the heavy here. This one's also bricked as hell. Get the heavy here. This one's very, very nice. 5.5. This one, technical 4.5. Okay. And this one's 3.5. Okay. So...
Heretic, heretic, transgressor. Embrace your end, the fallen. Heretic. Lord your demise. Heretic.
So your Morning X 9.3 crit rate and Capitanus 10.5 crit rate. Those are high crit rates. But you do still want to like reroll them. If I knew how much you spent on that night, well, too bad. Back to the mines you go. Anyways, it's I guess it's still better for you to roll a spectral. It's still a little bit more damage than attack percentage. But if you're really, really desperate, you can go with attack percentage and hopefully roll heavy on it so that it outshines the spectral without heavy. So good luck with that. This one, yeah, so I mean for the rest, this one's like if you want to min-max, right? This one is also if you want to min-max for higher stats, but honestly, this heavy is pretty good, so no. And this one, 5.5 to replace, so it's honestly just this two. And this one is maybe optional. Therefore, Zenny is 1, 2, 3. 3 points. 3 points Zenny. With 1 effective 5.5 on Zenny. Now, Spectral attack doesn't depend on the weapon if it gives either element or attack. For example, like Imeth. So you see all attribute damage bonus here, right? But she actually wants 1 attack, 1 fusion. Meanwhile, for Luke, Wait, what's Luke's weapon? I guess with Pulsation Bracer, right. For Pulsation Bracer, you go double Spectral. But for Luke's own weapon, I don't remember what the stat is. But you do want 1 attack, 1 Spectral. That's for sure. Pin of Shame. Hiya, Abby! Oh my god, freaking big sus Abby. But for Zenny, you do want double Spectral. Even though you have the 50% Spectral damage bonus here, right? Because every Resonator kind of has different scaling. And that is usually why I like to go to this website called DPR Calculation Results. And this thing right here. It's by ChemX32 and it's very comprehensive. So it's like you're just like, oh, for Sigrika, for example, the latest Resonator, do I want to go double element? Do I want to go 1 element, 1 attack? Do I want to go 1 attack, 1 energy? No. Sigrika, double attack. Sometimes you have like these kind of outliers that's kind of scaled differently. And so this is like something that you could use to look at when you need. Drop the link, absolutely. But it's S0R1. Triple attack on Chisa, yes. So when you have signature on Chisa, you go 1 Headbonk, 1 3-cost attack percentage. And then your other two 1-cost will be attack percentage, right? So it's technically triple attack on Chisa. Okay, moving on to Cantarella. Cantarella of Totally Bricked Energy. Before we start caring about attack stats and crit damage and crit rate, the energy is very, very important for Cantarella. Basic is quite okay, but energy. Cantarella is another one of those resonators you want 130% energy for. I mean, you could go a little bit lower at 125, but this is still lacking one energy roll right here. I do guess this is String Master because this crit rate is unnaturally high. Yeah, it is String Master. Okay. S0, String Master. Level 10, everything. Midnight's Veil. The characters are set up for Matrix if that's not obvious. You know, funny thing, we were just like, oh. Let's take a look at Matrix. Bro cleared his search history right here. And I was just like, god damn it. So yeah, I'm just like, no input, I'm just gonna take this as face value for what you did in Matrix. Check the rewards, I did. You got everything. You got everything. So you know what? Still pretty good. What should you put in Mono Fusion team? Chixiao and Encore? Honestly, I think Encore is somewhat better. Chixia has 0 quick swap capabilities other than her Resonance Tap skill. If you use Chixia's whole skill, no, you can't quick swap out of that. Stop bullying you. Hey, no one's bullying you here. Okay, wait, level 10 all skills. Did I mention that? I forgot. Anyways, let's see. 35. High crit damage, attack percentage, 6.9 crit rate. Reroll this one for the energy. 4-5. You do need the energy, so this is impossible to replace. 3-5. And also impossible to replace because you do need that energy. So honestly, I do think that you want to replace the Cuddle Waddle, get one more energy at least, and then I do think the rotation after that will be somewhat smoother. And now build Cantarella again with what? With 800 tuners. Echoes are constantly swapped between her and Rococo. But you said that this is for end state matrix, right? So I'm just taking this at face value. And Rococo. Yeah, your Rococo 120% energy. I don't think you can you can afford to do anything. So rebuild that Cuddle Waddle. Or alternatively, Hippo's favorite word. 3 cost energy can fix this. If you're that desperate, that is, for the energy. But if you believe you can roll a better one with energy, then then you're gonna want to reroll this reroll the Cuddle Waddle for the energy roll. But that means more tuners. So this is up to you. Good luck with that. You have your own quick swap on Mono. So you're saying this is enough for the for your own quick swap? Dua? No, not me. It's Pence this time round. Pence has exposed you, Abby. Exposed. Sometimes with leftovers. Wait. Please tell me you're not quick swapping during Philova's rotation when you have Cantarella's buff active, right? In Matrix. Because that means you're kind of breaking your score. Since your Philova's Scarlet Coda won't have the resonance skill buff. I mean, if you're doing a quick swap between Rococo and Cantarella, I can see that. But quick swapping between her and Rococo, okay. Well, if this does work, then okay, by all means, go ahead. Yeah, if this works for you, by all means, go ahead. And okay, I think this Cantarella's functional for you. Moving on to Brent. Only more than me can see it. Yes, before we allow that message, only me and Mod can see it. And then if we allow that message, everyone can see it. If we don't allow that message, everyone will not be able to see it. Basically, your sus emoji right there, your sus emote, will be like put on hold until one of us are just like, alright, you know what, time to expose Abby again. Not yours? No, it is yours. Stop lying. Stop the cap. Anyways, this Brand 1 HP away from a beautiful 6666. 1.7k attack. Sure. That means on field will be like some 3k plus already. Pretty good. 261 energy. Okay. Crit rate 81.7. Great. Crit damage 225. Great. Basic of 16.5, not that great. Functional Brent, Flickering Valor, S0, R1. Level 10, 10, 10. Okay, we don't need to level the resident skill, not needed. Phoenix has so much characters to the point all his tuners disappeared, still vanishing. That's the problem with having so many resonators, right? You have like so many to raise that you will never have enough tuners. For 5, for 5, for 5. With Lupa, you do want double energy instead. Problem is, these are pretty good for 5s already. So it's really up to you if you want to make the swap or not. For 5 and 3-5. You know, Phoenix, I think Brent is arguably your best build resonator in the whole entire account. Look at his crit damage piece. Alright, I mean his crit damage piece is alright. It's not bad at all. Phoenix, are you perhaps gay for Brent? Is that why your Brent is the best build resonator? One, two, three, four. Yeah, okay. Five points for Brent. 5 points for Brent. Leaves. Phoenix got called out. Now he's leaving in shame. Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult for you to replace this fusion damage bonus, so I don't think you want to change this energy. 800 tuners, very, very difficult. You're a bird. And... oh, so you're the bird that always appears in Brent's anchor. Hang on a minute. Ah, what is this team? All men team. Get some help, you like girls. You see, you hear every time he does the ulti, there will be a sound of the bird crying. So you must be that bird, right? Anyways, damn, Boki. Without the buff? No, the buff is still there. You need tea now. Come on now, don't be shy. 3k on field, yeah, so this is pretty good attack already. Garo spilled the tea! Garo, you spilled the tea! Gotta clean it up. Okay, that's for Brent. Moving on to Phoebe. Phoebe should be on Moonlit, so there shouldn't be much to talk about Phoebe. So this is a great energy. Luminous Heim, S0, R1 Luminous Heim, level 10 everything, okay. Yep, Moonlit is whatever. Okay. What the hell are you drinking, Nico? Not level 10 everything, it's almost everything pretty much. We don't care, we don't care about the intro, come on. Okay, Rococo. Rococo 120% energy, so I guess it does work enough for you. 2.7k attack. What's this? Double attack? Oh wait, Abyss Surges. S0, Abyss Surges, okay, level 10, everything, like actually everything. Crit rate build, yes, 3-5. Beautiful 4-5. Technical 4-5. 4-5. And technical 5-5 on the Rococo. Pretty much on release level ups. Still a little bit break because you do want 70% crit rate on Rococo. So you're missing 2%. You're just missing 2% to get the full buff from Rococo out. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal with not Cantrella, but like Frolova having so much attack already. So this is more like if you want to. If you don't want to, that's also fine, because 2% attack 2% attack is not that important on Frolova, with Frolova having a 120% attack increase in her out state. This is more like if you really, really want to push for more damage. If you don't, leave it. You got better things to work on, such as your look energy. And your Imon's energy as well. Pulsation, Yao's gun. Gauntlet, I see. Usually, but we are talking in N-state matrix terms, right? Where you're using Abyss Surges. So we'll just take it face value at Abyss Surges. Moving on to Carlotta. You have Zhezhi, yes you do. 2.3k attack, okay, nice. Energy, enough with Zhezhi. Crit rate, great. Crit damage, what the heck. Resonance skill 40.1. 40.1. So this is very good resonance skill. Crit damage is what? Basic homogenizer, still kind of what? Missing 1 crit damage. Whoa.
Heretic.
0 basic homogenizer. Level 10, 10, 10. Okay, nice. Small Lotta? Yes, small Lotta. Why did you lock this? This is shit. Change this. Get your crit damage, get your crit rate, get your resonance skill, get your attack percentage. Something like this. 3-5. Wait, not 3-5, 4-5. This one, well, definitely get something more towards like this. So it's like it's technical 3-5, but the flat attack not really that influencing the stats by that much. So would be more of a 2-5. But for the sake of it, we just call it a technical 3-5. Now this is a beautiful 5-5 and a pretty good 4-5. So change this one, and I think your Carlotta would be good enough. Alright, so Carlotta 1, 2, 3 points. Carlotta. Functional. And then +1 effective. Not 1 effective, but just +1, 5-5. Carlotta piece. Which is this one. You bless his rerolls. You mean you're here to steal everyone's luck, Danny? Camellia. Totally bricked energy. Camellia is a... How do I even put it? Like, if you know how to do double forte Camellia, 110% energy is fine. But 100% energy is kind of... not really. Basic of 8.6. Crit rate is kind of crit fishing. Crit damage is okay. Red Spring. I guess with Red Spring the basic is not as important. Still nice to have, but not as important. S3, huh? Is this how you treat your S3 Camellia, Phoenix? Is this how you treat your S3 Camellia, Phoenix? Level 10, 10, 10, 10, okay. Replace this one. This is kind of bricked. You don't even have enough liberation to make this liberation stat work. So this one is more like a 2-5 at the moment. I mean technical 3-5, but more towards 2-5 because flat attack doesn't do much. Yes, 4-5, so this shouldn't be discarded. This one, once again, just like the Crownless, replace. Technical 3-5. Just like the Crownless, replace. Technical 3-5. Just like the Crownless, replace. 2-5. Nobody has priority. Try to keep your waifus equally happy. What is this? What is this? What do you mean by nobody has priority when you have her at S3? And then what do you mean you keep your waifus equally happy when Fulova steal her echoes? Hell nah, man. Unequally happy, okay. I mean, for Camilla, I mean, since you have Camilla at S3, right? You should still kind of invest in her echoes with how big Camilla is, unless you totally don't use Camilla anymore. Change your name to a punching bag? No. You set yourself up for this one, man. Ay. What the heck? Can't believe it. This is just 1 point, Camilla. 1 point, Camilla, but S3. Wow. Never thought I'd see the day. Correct. Hey, Shopkeeper. At least Shopkeeper has enough energy. This probably looks like... Is it crit damage Shopkeeper? Variation. So this is HP Shopkeeper. You're trying your best here. Try harder, Phoenix. Come on. Try harder. S2. S2 R5 variation. Okay. Level 10 intro. Liberation. Nice. HP build. Yes. Okay. 2-5. 3-5. 3-5. 3-5. And 2-5. We don't count the crit rate. You expected that answer, obviously. You and I, we have a lot of resonators to build. But we gotta try harder, right? We gotta try harder. What the hell, man? That's an S3? Yes, S3 Camilla. Okay, I mean Shopkeeper. Not much to talk about Shopkeeper. You have enough energy to make her work, so good enough. Good enough. Moving on to Xiang Liao. Xiang Liao, 120% energy. Crit rate is gonna crit fish. Attack is... You have his signature, so I think this attack is great. Crit damage is fine. I mean, I think the crit damage is pretty good. Liberation of 32.6. You're not spending another 1k on this game, thank you. Ah man, just get the battle pass. Oh, you already have the battle pass. Then just roll better.
わらわの策と力、あなたに預けよう。わかった。あなたがそう望むのなら。
Not really. Like by rolling better, I mean, instead of using double Havoc Eclipse right here, because you have Cantarella, you have Rococo, they are on Midnight's Veil. You could farm Midnight Veil sets, roll for them, or like, I don't know, better echoes, and for those that roll double crit and resonance skill and attack percentage, put it on Fulova. That's how you maximize your echo set values right here. See? You see what I'm saying? So you have literally what you could be doing is you're rolling for 4 resonators. So if you get double crit, heavy, Rococo. Double crit, basic, Cantarella. Double crit, resonance skill, Fulova. Double crit, liberation, Chisa. See? What a splendid Midnight Veil set to roll on. You could be rolling for just about any Havoc Resonator you have, with the exception of Camilla. And then once you do get 4 Fulova, you can return those pieces to Camilla. The echoes are just bad. It happens. You need to find a good day to roll. Hello Darkness. How are you doing? Oh, Thank you for following, Darkness. Birthday stream date? What do you mean birthday stream date? Is now stream date again?
好きですわ。
Ay, 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 ay. Desu wa? Yeah, desu wa. You just bought some PC parts. Ooh. Let's go. The Verity Tendo. S1. He got hit by EMP. God damn it, no. Marco! Every time I claim first on Null stream, some weird shit will happen to Null. The last time I claimed first on Null, I think he had electrical problems. The second time I claimed first on Null, he has Wi-Fi problems. Today is the third time I claimed first on Null. And now he has this kind of problem again. Can I review your account too? Queue up. Well, when I reopen, that is. Because very long queue. Today we are at Phoenix. Tomorrow we'll be at Shirogaki. The day after it will be at, well, Day. And then the day after the day after the day, it will be this person. And then many days after, we will finally arrive at Bellico of 99. But that will be June. And I think I'll only reopen around June. So, can I review your account? Yes. But you have to wait until I reopen the sign up for the account review. Yeah, never mind. I mean, if you want to, stay tuned because when I reopen, maybe you get a slot. What? Nah, you bought 9800 X3D and 32 gigabytes DDR5. DDR5 in this economy. Damn. Alright, pretty good. Anyways, S1 Yao, huh? Interesting. Forte, Liberation, yes. Resonance skill level 7. Maybe you can level 10 if you're still really using him. Otherwise, not really worth. Well, if you can buy S6 characters, you can afford to skip at S6. Oh my god. Spoken like a whale. Spoken like a whale. See guys, this is exactly whale talk right here. If I can buy S6 characters, I can afford to skip an S6. Not them. Okay, beautiful 5-5 for Xiang Yao. 4-5. 3-5. Okay, nice. And 4-5. 3-5. But I do think your Xiang Liao is pretty decent already. It's just the crit rate is kind of crit fishing with all your 6.9, 6.9, 7.5, 7.5, and 6.9, which are all kind of low rolling. Unfortunate, therefore making his crit rate kind of crit fish. Thank you for following, Stefan. I guess it's pronounced as Stefan. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name. Really up to you if you want to min-max Xiang Liao. Honestly, I don't think S1 Xiang Liao is gonna add that much to his damage. So I guess it's a bit of a pity, but not really worth to min-max at the moment. Especially not with your 800 tuners and all the newer units with brick stats you need to work on. But when you do get to reworking Xiang Liao, disappeared. This one low rolling everything. This one not really. This one's a maybe. Definitely keep this one, and I don't think you want to change this one either. So Xiang Liao is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 5 points because functional. Just a little bit crit fish. And another one. Beautiful 5-5 on Xiang Liao. Not live again, is he? Yeah, he is. Okay, moving on to Zhe. Absolutely cooked the count. Nah. Not cooked the count. Phoenix got the 58k. Definitely not cooked. Zhe should be on Moonlit unless you're actually using her on Empyrean. So whatever, stats or whatever, Cosmic Ripples, okay, S0, level 10, 40, Liberation, sure. No. Actually on Empyrean. If you're on Empyrean, you do want the crit rate to be at a base minimum of 70% crit rate. It's very, very important for her crit rate to be 70%. Nice ads. Okay. We shall wait for Phoenix to return from the ads. Well. So while we wait for Phoenix to return from the ads, how's everyone doing today? Actually, how did everyone find the latest Whimpering Waste? Tired, rich people. Back. Okay, welcome back, Phoenix. No energy. You should sleep early today, JW. Sleep early. Okay, now that Phoenix is back, let's talk about Zhe. So since you're doing like building Empyrean, you do want a baseline of 70% minimum on Zhe. So this is kind of missing that 4%, which is kind of bricked. So this one, just roll crit rate here. Energy is you have too much energy. Don't really need that much. Just get a Lampi Lumen with crit rate, call it a day. Sure. For Zhe's stats, not as important without her signature. Like yeah, she can do some damage, but that's only if you really want to invest in her, right? Because she's not doing a lot of damage. Most important thing is to ensure that she has crit rate to actually properly get this Empyrean Anthem buff active during the entire duration of her ult. Moving on to Jinxie. Okay, I do think your Jinxie is actually retired, right? Because it doesn't make sense for for you to use like Discord Jinxie and Aegis Harvest. Feel like if you don't really build Zhe well, just use Moonlit. True, you can also just use Moonlit, but problem is like Phoenix's Zhe is almost there really, right? Just missing one crit rate roll. So like I don't know, man. If like you just tell someone to instantly give up all of these when they are so close to the finish line, kind of feels bad. Sunk cost fallacy, somewhat. Unless they are willing to give up all of this just to build Moonlit, have a super brick Moonlit, and call it a day. Otherwise, honestly, just roll one more crit rate. Good enough. Good enough. Get her weapon back. You're not even using Jinxie, right? Phoenix. Phoenix moved over to YouTube. Hello Monday. How are you doing? Okay. You heard Ziyan. No, you don't hear any Ziyan. Look away, Rose. Look away. The Ziyan is peak. Attack 2.3. Okay. Energy 126. Sure. 72 and 71. Crit rate, crit damage. Not bad. Resonance skill of 15, not a lot. Ages of Harvest, S1. S1, Using everyone besides standards. Yeah, but in End-State Matrix, you wouldn't be... Are you using Ages of Harvest in End-State Matrix? Or are you using Discord Jinxie in End-State Matrix? That's the key question here. So Rose, how are you doing today? If you're having a great day, look away! Because this year is peak. Well, I guess let's assume that you're actually using Jinxie with her signature, right? Because she's also sub DPS. Yeah, I guess this gets a pass. Level 10 everything. You go eat now. Enjoy your dinner, JW. Okay. 3-5. Technical 5-5. Alright. Technical 5-5. You do have enough not liberation, but energy to support the liberation. So yes, I can count that. 3-5. And technical 4-5. And she's on Discord for now. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes, especially with you removing the entire history like that. Anyway, so Jinxie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's that worthwhile to rework on Jinxie unless you really enjoy her. Then by all means go for it. However, I can tell you that my Jinxie managed to get 5k points with Verina S5. Well, technically S4 is about the same because your Verina's S4, right? Yeah, your Verina's S4. And a Yuan Wu with Makato and plus 0 Moonlit. So if you're really trying to aim for points, technically this Jinxie might be around there as well. My Jinxie is S0R1 with I think somewhat decent resonance skill stats. So I think your Jinxie should be able to hit that 5k as well. So this is, well, plus 2 effective, 5-5 for Jinxie. Yours almost 7k? Yep, okay. So honestly, you don't really need to rework on Jinxie. Not unless like you really want to. And I guess this one, low roll. This one's more of a maybe. As for the rest, not really. Okay, on to Inlin. Inlin... probably Moonlit. Handicap without Verina and sub DPS. I guess you could do some funky stuff with... or like you can save one Verina and Yuan Wu for Jinxie. Nuke's quick swap also works too. Yeah, I guess it also works too. Augment S0, augment level 10, okay. Empyrean Anthem. So this is where your crit rate actually makes sense, right? Yeah, this is where your crit rates make sense. Guess the other stats are kind of like whatever. You were able to get 6k with Rulova, Bullying, and Morny. Weird combo, but you were desperate for the 60k. Jinxie with Bullying and Baojing. I guess it's Bullying and Yuan Wu. Verina would be better, so that her Jinxie's forte will charge up faster. Bullying is great for the resonance skill buff, but not entirely the best because Yuan Wu does have some concerto issues while trying to charge up, like a little bit slow. Okay, yeah, sure, 3-5. Technical 3-5. A curse 5-5. Technical 4-5 and 4-5. Yeah, I mean, sure. This Empyrean Anthem does work. But because you're using with Augment, the attack is kind of bricked because the Augment base stats are low. But yes, a functional Empyrean Anthem. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Is there another Abandoned Tian? Lustrous Razor. Definitely Lustrous Razor because it doesn't make sense for you to use Burden Submit and break your Augusta. Wait, damn minute. 112.8 energy, that's the entire energy from Lustrous Razor. This Tian is entirely bricked. With no energy rolls. Okay, the attack is there, crit rate is fine. Crit damage, sure. Heavy of 39. At 0, why is the screen constantly going dark? Level 10 everything, okay. 2-5, if you are still using Tian, I do think you want more energy. So replace this one with the energy. 3-5, 3-5, 4-5, and 3-5. Gonna get him better energy pieces and get his signature back when you can afford Augusta's weapon. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, he does need more energy. Currently, you're at 0% energy on Tian, and that is super bricked. Super bricked. I think for Tian, if you're doing like double intro with Tian, technically you can make it work with, I guess, 120% energy. And one of the forte will be used along with the skill so that he can gain a lot more energy for his ult. But otherwise, I do think Tian might be another one of those who needs 130% energy. Double intros here? Okay. Then I do think you don't need as much energy. Is Tian trash here again or not? This Tian has potential. Like, this Tian is not exactly neglected. But problem is this Tian has no energy. So that's the problem with this Tian at the moment. But otherwise, I do think that this Tian just needs some energy and all should be quite okay already. As for where to get your energy, definitely this one. Definitely not from the Roche Room. 12.66 points, 10.1. I think is you rework on the Phalian Berengar first. After that, go to the Carapace, and then I think the Heron. These two, I think you can just keep them. So in terms of Tian, highlight the stats, 4 points, but missing energy, -1. 4 points Tian, missing energy, -1. Alright, now we're moving on to Rover. Rover is Spectral. Spectral Rover. A lot of energy. If you're doing like the Zenny BB Spectral Rover, 160% energy is enough, which we have more than enough, so... Alright, yeah. S6 Rover, yes. Okay. Rejuvenating Glow Rover, so not much to talk about here. All good. Mortefi. The Denzer. I see that your Static Mist is on Chixie and Alto. Are you using them as DPSs in End State Matrix? Because if you are, then I guess that makes sense. Otherwise, Mortefi and Static Mist would be better. How do you mean have very short sleep? Very short sleep because of me. What? Taking a nap sounds wonderful. Yes, taking a nap sounds wonderful. Not this season. Okay, so I guess Static Mist Motefi then. And anyways, he's on Moonlit, so not much to talk about for Moonlit. The Moonlit is just Moonlit. Is it worth to R5 Static Mist? If you want the increase in the attack and energy, I guess. If you are just R1 enjoyer, maybe not. Depends. Really depends. Like if you have like, for example, if you're just like me, who have a lot of standard pools rotting away, maybe you can consider R5 a Static Mist, so that whoever uses the Static Mist to buff the incoming Resonator gets a lot more attack buff. Welcome back, JW. So that depends, right? Depends on whether you have the capital and whether you have a lot of standard pools to just squander. Moving on to Jinxin. Jinxin, okay, sure. I don't think, yeah, Makato. What in the Thanos is this? Is this an Echo Bank? Or is this the Infinity Stones? So S5 to let your GN get more damage, noted. Yeah, I mean, it's like you want a S5, like you're gonna get Chakona, right? Actually, hang on a minute. Chakona, you kind of do want her own weapon. Leftovers. Leftover Infinity Stones right here. S3 Jinxin. She can work pretty well as a liberation buffer for when whoever needs it. With your white cast of resonators, I don't think so for now. At least not for now, especially not your Yuno, because your Yuno is not DPS. But when you have Yuno's signature, I guess you can try doing DPS Yuno with S2 Jinxin as a liberation buffer. But yeah, anyways, let's talk about Chakona for a bit. So, since you're like planning on Jiyan, Chakona, and Yuno, right? I do think Chakona's weapon for herself is still better, simply because she is able to hitting targets with Aero Erosion reduces their Aero resistance by 10%. This stat right here, reduction of Aero resistance, is very, very hard to get anywhere. So I don't think an R5 Static Mist is going to be better than an R1 Woodland Aria. Ideally, for Chakona to have a signature, Yuno's own signature just buffs Yuno's damage. So if you don't want, quote unquote, don't want Yuno to outshine your S6 Jiyan, then I do think you don't want Yuno to have her signature. Okay, but what do you call it? If in terms of effectiveness, yes, Yuno should have the signature so that she can do a lot of damage. Okay, on to Encore. Are you using Encore? Probably not. Fusion Accretion, level 1. Maybe Demo Encore? Probably Demo Encore. But man, okay, 4-5. Oh, well, bricked. Technical 3-5, 3-5, 3-5, and 4-5 missing crit rate. Okay. I mean, Encore is Encore. She can do some damage, but not with a level 1 weapon, that's for sure. These skills are not max either, so probably like just using Encore as a burner team. So not much to talk about Encore. Those echoes are fine. If you plan on using Encore eventually, then you do want to work on those like kind of brick looking echoes. But if you're planning on like pulling for Hiyuki and Denia, I don't think you'll be able to work on this anytime soon either. So good luck with that.
ここは俺が出よ
Yuanwu. Yuanwu Makato. Moonlit. Alright, nothing much to talk about Moonlit. Moonlit is Moonlit. Sanhua. Sanhua with Emerald of Genesis works just fine. I prefer Overture, but honestly, Emerald of Genesis also works just fine. So Moonlit is Moonlit once again. Nothing much to talk about Moonlit. Baizhi. If you're using Baizhi,
可能性は
I guess it's to fill up the slots that you need for Baizhi in because you have a wide cast of Resonators. So Baizhi, yeah, doesn't really matter too much. You have enough energy. Yoo-hoo. Originite. Okay, yeah, sure. That does work. And Rejuvenating Glow, +0 and +20. Filler Echo, not much to talk about. Okay.
う
Kelcharo,
道が見える
Raining Red Shift. He has his own echoes. I think these are leftover echoes. So not much to talk about here as well. Okay. As for Kelcharo then. Cow! Nobody builds cow, don't build cow unless you've been forced to. You didn't even activate his sequences. Oh my god, S3 cow. Bullying. Okay, rectify a Voyager.
悩みがあるなら
Bullying, for
何でも
bullying
聞く
to
よ
really work, I think you do 160% energy. But demo bullying works just fine. S4, so when you get her to S6, she'll be a very great resident skill buffer. You didn't even look at him as you should. You should not be looking at Cow. Cow just ruins your day.
戦いに夢中になりすぎると
Dungeon, I don't think Dungeon has anything. What is this? Interesting. Leftover echoes once again.
怖がったりしませんよね
Okay. Interesting imposter. An interesting imposter. I guess if you're going for 2-piece, sure. This is an interesting imposter. Taochi. Wait, your work in progress is for who? Don't tell me your Lingyang's a work in progress. Absolutely not. Do not raise Lingyang. Okay, anyways, Taochi, Dauntless Evernight, sure. I do guess Discord is better to use for Taochi, but you have Zezhu, so it doesn't make sense for you to use Taochi. Sure, these stats are whatever. Oh, bullying work in progress. I see. Okay. No. I mean, you don't really need to use work on bullying, right? Just use the demo version of bullying. She works just fine in End State Matrix, like the demo version of bullying. Unless you truly want to min-max bullying's so-called non-existent damage.
今日も
Just
今日
yeah,
も人助け
static missed. Level 40. Okay. Then yeah, honestly, static miss with level 40 just yeah, static miss on Motefi is better. Because demo resonators will use their own weapons. They are not using static mist. Lumi, nothing much. Okay, interesting. Echo Bank as 6 Lumi,
共に
Yang
参りましょ
Yang,
うも
Moonlit.
っと遠くへ
You forgot to swap back. Aha, I see. Okay, yeah, nothing much to talk about. You have your last remaining purple echo right here. It's a relic. Relic. Wait, do are people clearing Verena bullying outside Tower Floor 4? You mean people as in JW? The only few selected people? JW, probably David, Johnson, Kim, those two. Look at your bag. Your bag. Sort by rarity. What the? Very interesting. Side tower. Side tower as in like floor 1 to 3, you mean? Because floor 4... Not unless the bullying is the damage or the DPS as well. Collection. Interesting collection you have over there. Okay, so anyways. We are finally done reviewing all the resonators in the team. What a long account review. So many resonators. Alright, well, we know that you have a whole cast of resonators. For sure, 7 points for characters for your teams. And with your whole cast of resonators, you have a lot of signature. So in terms of weapon department, you also have no problems with your weapons. And that's 11 points. Now for Echo, there's a lot to talk about Echo. In terms of Echoes, oh boy. I guess you did say that you're using for everyone, right? But let's take a look at your tower first then. Your tower, let's see. Tower of Adversity, who did you use? On the runs, you want me to do quick swap rotations to the best of my abilities? If I can, you're gonna take it as a base learning curve. For who? For who? Yeah. Everyone. Just attend my streams. Just attend my streams. You see me use everyone. You want me to do quick swap for everyone? We don't have the time today because I'll have to join Null on his birthday stream within the next hour. Okay, just name me like 2 to 3 teams you want to see me do quick swapping in. Okay, so I mean, you're just like, I paid for every resonator, so I'm gonna use every resonator. And therefore, we'll take the best 5, not best 5, but best 6 resonators. Which is 5 points, 5 points. Ay. You know what? Gonna have to color those in. 5 points over here, 5 points over here, 5 points over here, 5 points over here. And therefore, by virtue of having enough resonators to cover everything, you did get 30 points, despite all of your resonators looking kind of bricked in between over here. And here. And here. And here. In terms of effective 5/5s, you have a lot, so I can give you a +5 over here. And +3 for your decent builds. Cartwheel, Zenny, Mono, Havoc, and Fusion. It's okay though, don't do everyone better for my legs. My legs! Alright. Map. You did say something about the map. Don't judge your map or something. Okay. Missing some supply chests. Not true 100%, but sure. Kuro says it's 100%, so we take it face value 100, 100. And this one. Ha! Okay. I guess you get 2 points then. You got busy after Laharoy. It's fine. We don't judge you too harshly on that. 2 points. For tower, we do know that your tower is all cleared. Like this, and like this. Viva and Matrix left, my call. Viva is not exactly a good place to demonstrate for other teams, like for example the Zenny Phoebe team and Spectral Rover. That one is not as what do you call it? Not as nice to demonstrate Danny's so-called 3 Nightfall rotations. I'm still working on my 4 Nightfall rotations. It's a bit more difficult. So I can show you 3 Nightfall. Whimpering Waste. Forgot Viva reset today? Yes, Viva reset today. Alright, let's see. Infinite Feats. 9k points. Okay. So that means it's 7.5k point system and therefore it's 11 points. Your daily slot, Friyang, doing your Viva. Yeah, I don't think we have the time for doing dailies, right? Because I need to demonstrate a few teams. And then I'll need to join Null after that. So I don't think we might have the time to do anyone's dailies today. Hopefully Stabby didn't just click on accept all. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna refund. Refund that do my dailies for today. No dailies for today. Do I have time for Matrix? I have time to show a little bit for or like the teams that you requested for. But definitely not the entire thing. Beautiful, beautiful S2 and S3. S3 Cartetia. S2 Cartetia. Yeah. So S2, very nice. And therefore, End State Matrix. All 11 rewards claimed, and that's 21. I'm guessing you definitely play on the PC, right, Phoenix? $88k? Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Assuming that you do play on the PC, you're at 102 points. And therefore, we once again welcome another Absolute Cinema. Refund both JW and Abby. No, I refunded already. Both PS5 and PC. Okay, okay. Yep. So well played, Phoenix. Well played. 102 Absolute Cinema. Very well played. So this goes to show Absolute Cinema with a bricked account. Hey, that's how the ratings go. We take your best 6 resonators that you're using, and since you're like using your entire cards of resonators, we give the points. Thank you for following Eldridge 2K. And you do have quite a good amount of effective 5/5s, so that's definitely carrying your account as well. Alright, let's see. What are the three teams again? Cartwheel, Zenny, and Mono Havoc and Fusion. I think Mono Havoc you know what to do already, because you kind of do have the, what do you call that? You do have the baseline for it. And honestly, Mono Havoc there isn't much to quick swap anyway. So whatever you're doing over there is as good as it gets. For Mono Fusion, however, ooh, there's quite a lot. At least from what I do. Enough for now. Okay, bye Pans. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Hope you have a good day. And actually the week started, so hope you have a good week as well. Alright. Zenny, BB, Spectral Rover. I can assure you my Zenny gameplay is absolutely bricked. But basically, what you want to do is you want to start with Zenny's skill into basic attack, and then PB enhanced skill into ult, into Rover, ult, into back to Zenny, twirl. Ah, hang on. I was just like, wait a minute, something's not right. Zenny disappeared. Yeah, make sure to click your basic attack on Zenny. Man, high ping problems as well. Zenny ulti. Do a nightfall. 1, 2, 3. Continue on the nightfall. As she slams a nightfall, do Rover ulti, skill, and then this is your 4 nightfall. I was a bit slow over there. I was not able to get the what do you call that? Her finishing out over there. Hello Hunter. And hello Esther. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing all good. Well, this one we'll just do 3 nightfall because we needed to wait for this guy to spawn in. Oh, GG. Wrong rotation. That fingered over there. Drink water. In a bit. I'm fighting things here. Freaking astronaut being annoying as shit. Oh my. Oh, I hate the astronaut. I. Start with fusion team? Yeah, we can do the fusion team after. I'm just like demonstrating the rotations. Oh, Vivi missed her last bit because the astronaut died. But yeah, that's roughly the idea. Do it in one run. One run, sure. But now, I still do think that this is better. It's just that we do need to do this better, right? Although I'm not too sure if I'm able to do this better. Who's starting to resemble what character? You roll a wild 4-5 for sub DPS Linning. You keep having a bad feeling based off last year's anniversary. Nah, don't feel too bad, you know. Have some faith, have some faith. 3.5 Nightfall time. Hey, I managed 4 Nightfall just now, okay?
これで終わりよ。任せたよ。砕け。これが最初の切り裂く。いつまでもグズグズしてはいられない。さあ。聞いてみよう。
And then he slam a Nightfall into ult and into skill. Oh no. We are gonna run out of time. Okay, I mean she gets to slam. So I guess that's good enough. Freaking astronaut.
これで終わりよ。光の結晶よ、恩寵をお与えください。これが最初の祝福です。もうすぐ退勤時間だ。まとめてこい。行くよ。聞いてみよう。浄化の光。響け。一気に行くよ。脆い。答えてください。
Oh, wasted. Yeah, including the spawns as well. The spawn delay is also affecting the score. So this is about as good as we can push it with the spawn delay. But remember, high ping, spawn delay gets even worse. Okay, Mono Fusion. Actually, we should do Cartwheel Team now because we're done with the Nameless Explorer. So this is how you also kind of work around with the aerial resistances. Just make sure that you kind of avoid them. I'm gonna do with the rotation that I know the best.
終止符を打とう。切り刻みます。破滅の一撃。潮風よ吹き荒れろ。天幕よご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。刹那のひらめき。プレリュード。これで終わりです。開演の時間だ。
Yeah, so here's where the 130% would be much better to work with for Chico now.
真の姿ここに権限する。滅びを告げるグリコ。救済。刹那のひらめき。高波よ天地を切り開け。神のご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。虚無さえ断ち切ります。全部見せます。これが運命のアンサンブル。
Slightly messed up the rotation over here, but it's fine.
沈みなさい。崩壊させます。飛びなさい。海よこの身を包め。汚れを払え。邪変する真理が弱点。破滅の一撃。刹那のひらめき。チルがいい。潮風よ
Six erosion stacks liberation, very nice.
汚れを払いましょう。あれで美しいハーモニー。これで終わりです。神の本調。
Reform Hypatia. Oof. I don't think I have enough time to cast a final ult due to all the spawn delete in between just now. But if we were able to cast a final ult, the score would be way much higher.
すでに覆うな。
Top DPS Dene has literally one stat on it. I see. We'll give it another run to see if we can get a better one. But I do think this is about as much as I can get for now. $2k short of your score on R3 bosses.
汚れを神の本質。美しいハーモニー。プレリュード。これで終わりです。全力で見せます。開演の時間だ。滅びなさい。想定内。まだいけます。その命断ちます。海よこの身を包め。邪剣共に戦おう。救済。高波よ
God,
天地を切り開け。
eh. The hell, man.
天幕ご清聴ありがとう。
Her ult came back a little bit too fast. Oh, not ult, but concerto.
断ち切ります。これが運命のアンサンブル。滅びなさい。これでどうなるかな。真の姿ここに権限する。
Yeah, the spawn delay is kind of throwing certain things off here.
食材チルガイ崩壊させます。崩れなさい。潮風よ吹き荒れろ。ご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。生死は決まっています。この の血をフィナーレに捧げよう。神の本性その命立ちます。
Do we have all the stages for the event? I don't think so. Not yet.
罪の浄化打開する体です。の一撃この一振りで悪の
Never started it yet because of time gate. I see.
ご清聴ありがとう。そう美しいハーモニー。これで終わりです。はっこれでどうですか。やっやこれが運命のアンサンブル。崩れなさい。神の本職神の姿。ここに権限する。汚れを払え。滅びを告げる。崩壊しろ。謝罪中止をかけよ。やれろ。ご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。刹那のひらめき。
Aye. Okay, slightly better.
風をまとう。
I want to start with Brent first. Actually, no. I don't want to start with Brent first. I want to start with Changli first.
今日は凱旋の歌をこの槍に。烈火のきらめき。火の雨が降り注ぐ。叶えろこの身を。
輝きの瞬間。
いいだけだ。まずはあんただ。
家事は俺に任せろ。
任せて。おやし。勝利を追い求めて。逃げ切れるかな。逃げ場などない。
Like, what the heck? I messed up the rotation over there.
これでどう。
Oh my god. That lingering, what do you call that? The Memphis lingering thunder hitbox is so long that it actually hit Changli. Yeah, this is the kind of shenanigan with the Memphis that I detest.
こんな手はどう。ビビってるのか。殺し合いの始まりだ。暗闇を打ち破る。烈火のきらめき。よさない。試練を集まり焼き尽くせ。光の炎。神にも劣らぬ。
炎よ燃え盛れ。
一緒に行くぞ。噛みつくぜ。
エピックショット。
任せて。正確にバッチリ。おやし。勝利を追い求めて。濁流を払いのける。
So they're ready, but it's fine.
クライマックスだ。
息ぴったりだな。
耳を澄ませ。
Tune break in to stop the Memphis from moving around too much.
任せて。
And then Changli, we fly up so that we can just go down and twirl around. So like this, like boom. She's missing her concerto. Very interesting. Must have been due to a miss.
この槍に。まあ集まれ。光の炎。
耳を澄ませ。
こん はどう？
輝きの瞬間。
いい連携だ。噛みつくぜ。
エピックショット。
Tune break the map fish, stop him from moving around once again. Kaboom.
任せて。正確に。渡ら逃げ切れるかな。
Yeah, Charlie's missing her control too. What?
おやし。殺し合いの始まりだ。きれいよ。焼き尽くせ。ファミリーも劣らぬ。貫く。吠えろ。希望の声を。
より盛大に。クライマックスだ。
息ぴったりだな。
耳を澄ませ。アジは俺に任せろ。
Kaboom.
任せて。渡らカゴの中の鳥は誰？タッチ。おやし。噛みつくぜ。凱旋の歌をこの槍に。
Okay.
この場所で。
Yep, and those are the 3 teams. AK? Yeah. And then you still have like your other bunch of resonators that you can use here, right? I made it look easy. Do your rotate. We'll do my rotations on your ping. Good luck. It takes a lot of practice, especially the fusion team. Because the fusion team, for me, it took me like about at least 6 months of trying to figure out what the hell I need to do for my fusion team. Okay. As you have seen, Absolute Cinema account, by the virtue of having pretty decently well-built resonators for some, and some are like which are essentially brick, but if you have a decently well-built account for all your resonators, you can still clear End State Matrix 58k points. Anyways, hope you've learned something, and also for the rest of you, hope you've enjoyed watching it as well. Thank you for tuning. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, GG Phoenix, you can have your account back. Am I missing anything? Let me see. This one. But yeah, honestly, I think the easiest way for you to learn from first, right, for Monofusion, is you swap between Lupa and Brand first. After you get a hang of swapping between Lupa and Brand, then you try to weave in a bit of Chang'Li's quick swap. Just like, for example, Chang'Li's skill, which is a great quick swap window. But first, you know your quick swap between Lupa and Brand, which is a lot easier to manage, then slowly add in Chang'Li. If you're trying to do all of it at once, it's very, very easy to be like, I have no idea what the fuck's happening. Yeah. So at least that's how my Monofusion quickswap came about. Starting from Lupa and Brand. As for Karthethia and the Karthethia, Chisa, and Chakona team, the easier way to quickswap would be between Fleur-de-Lis form herself and Karthethia. So when your Fleur-de-Lis is about to land her big sword, you just swap to Chisa, do some basic attacks on her to charge up her forte. That's about it. You did and lost Lupa's weapon buff. Yeah, it's not that easy to do Monofusion because it's really, really quick, right? So start from Lupa and Brand first. Just start from Lupa and Brand first. Then slowly work your way up. As for Zenny, Phoebe, 4 Nightfall, start from 3 Nightfall first. With Zenny, Phoebe, and Spectral Rover, there is for 3 Nightfall. I think I can demonstrate 3 Nightfall in another time because I'm currently in a rush for time. 3 Nightfall would be a lot easier to manage. 4 Nightfall actually did take me quite a while. Alright, GG's. You can have your account back. And remember to delete your account details as well. Already can 3 Nightfall, your problem is robot. I see. Okay. So the thing about 4 Nightfall is that you for 4 Nightfall to work, you want to keep Phoebe's 1 heavy for Zenny's after Zenny's 2nd Nightfall. Then after Zenny's 2nd Nightfall, make sure to do Phoebe's heavy for Zenny's 3rd Nightfall. During Zenny's 3rd Nightfall, as after she lands the slam, that is where you want to cast Rover's ult and enhance skill. That's where you can get your 4th Nightfall. So the timing is a bit intricate here. Because if you just cast the ult, Rover's ult and skill straight away, you actually will lose that 4th Nightfall. And instead do some very weird, like just 3 Nightfall with just a bit of Ember left to reach that 4. That's something at least I've noticed and what I've realized. Or like, I guess that isn't really explained in the guides for 4 Nightfall, and I have to like be like, oh, that's why you have to wait here. I think it's time I release in-depth YouTube quickswap videos. Ha! If I wasn't so busy doing all these account review videos, I might. I might. Brand, where are you going? Keep lurking in YouTube, no problem. Thank you for lurking as always. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Okay, well. Clear this one, and time to hit to Void's account. And then after that, it'll be time to celebrate Nal's birthday stream. Any chance anyone dropped EU and Echo management code? I think someone did drop something somewhere. I think you can ask around. Maybe ask the other Dwagoon with a carrot and then Ryu. That's the fake Dwagoon, by the way. Now you can drink your tea, enjoy your tea. Beautiful, beautiful tea. Thank you. Want some? If you have some, I don't mind. I'm parched after talking so much. Which means I should drink my own water. Also, yes, sir. This is the sound of the bottle without what do you call that? Without water. It sounds better when there's water in it. It sounds much more full. Thank you for the water. Yeah, but that's where the dung 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 dung. It's time for. Ooh. That's how the curse sound came about. Oh, thank you for following, Mr. Pell. Okay. Alright, and we are done for the Wuwa stuff today. Alright, I think that's it for today's stream as well. I am going to raid now because this is birthday stream today. I will be playing I think it's like some golf game. So if you are if you want to hang around like on Nao's birthday stream and just watch us play, you can. But yeah, I think that's it for today's Wuwa stream. Thank you for tuning in to this stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, take care until the next stream. Tomorrow we will be reviewing Shugaki's account. Alright. GG's. And so let's rate Null. Oh yeah, choose prediction outcome. What rating will this account get? Peak plus. Oh, nearly forgot. Anyways, for those of you who are alive, remember to wish Null a happy birthday. So we can do this. Happy birthday, Null. Hang on, I need to grab the cake emoji. So we do this for Null. As we rate Null, okay? Alright. Take care and goodbye. Goodbye. Let's rate Null.
戦いを経ることで剣は研ぎ澄まされていく。